It's the
Better
National Football League on
than
EA
Tennessee
Sports, and
return.
we'll play host to a battle between conferences.
Time
We're
for
just
bed.
moments away from the action. All that and more coming up next.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out, a player who led the league in passing and interceptions in his final season in Tampa. But, of course, he knows this franchise he's facing well. He was the first overall pick by the Bucs in 2015, Jameis Winston. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down, here's Chubb again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Winston. And he is caught. He's going to pick up the first. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 62 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal. And it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the first overall pick in the 2018 draft. A 4-year starter, of course, for the Cleveland Browns. Now going against him, Baker Mayfield. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10. 42. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing, Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Chris Godwin,
68 yards.
and the Bucs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Jameis to throw it. Being chased out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open. Down to the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Renfro, 71 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Mayfield on play action.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Going right side is White, and he is going to lose yardage here. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield now from the 50. It's caught by... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 50 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McLaughlin for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They go up the middle with Chubb. There he goes, right side. Chubb, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 60 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding Sterling. First catch. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 60 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Winston now.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 60 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at the 40.
Shepard will go in motion right.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. To the races, down the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the 1st quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
McLaughlin for the extra point. Turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
Nick Chubb.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, he told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the 1st quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Hopkins. Extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they hit pay dirt on just 1 play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at the 40.
They'll start here with a handoff to White.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, 60 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
Getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Automatic first down.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Winston.
Out quickly to Judy.
And he sheds a tackle. Space. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerry Judy.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will. 7-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at the 40. They're going to look to throw.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
There he goes. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Cade Otten,
60 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that
a zinger.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40.
Automatic first down.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Getting to him for the loss there. That's Kalijah Cansey.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Winston.
That's going to be caught by Judy. He's across midfield. Now he's into the clear again. Judy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Jerry Judy.
Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team. Automatic first down.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at the 40. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Mayfield now. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete to Chris Godwin. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, here's White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Out to the right here to Shepard. And now off to the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sterling Shepard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And we game here in a back-and-forth first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Chubb will get the call running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it.
Here's 3rd and 10.
To throw is Winston.
He's got his target. There he goes again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerry Jeudy.
What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Browns have moved out in front. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10.
At their own 42. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Complete right side to Otten.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards. Complete to Cade Otton.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
And 12. At the 47.
In motion left, Godwin.
Here's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also, like,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Hopkins with the extra. Will take a 7-point lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10.
At their own 42.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Now 3rd down and very long.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. They'll roll him out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end. Touchdown. Nick Chubb. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard into space at the 40. It's loose again. Sterling Shepard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sterling Shepard doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So that is a big one, folks. Can you believe it? 8 passing touchdowns in a single game. Until today, that had never been done in NFL history. And that last touchdown pass not only put 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 60 yards. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home. Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 40. Evans comes in motion right. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. They certainly made quick
quirk of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40.
Automatic first down.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Winston.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. There he goes, right side. Now clear again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 53 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Sliding out of the pocket.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sterling Shepard. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Jameis to throw it.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. Field.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerry Judy.
55 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. To throw, Mayfield.
Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Running out of the gun with White. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. In motion left, Godwin.
It's tag. Next tag.
Mayfield.
Being the main event.
And a catch right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Bucs are back within a score. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. A give. This is Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. To throw, Winston. Able to find. That's complete. There he goes again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 66 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Winston to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
I have no doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Now Mayfield. He'll dump this one off here to White. Now he's free at the 35. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. That's caught at the 1. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So this will be blown dead. And they'll move it out to the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action. Winston. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is in. Zone touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy. 60 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that made fly route go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. Now he's loose again. Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Mike Evans. 60 yards.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they...
They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. I don't know what was going on. Result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Automatic first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
They run straight ahead here with White.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And this is Shepard on the catch. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Opting to run again here with White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Buccaneers have moved out in front.
So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, It almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
It's back in the lead.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.